6 days had passed. This was no coincidence. Long before this moment, Moses ascended Mount Sinai. Then the glory of the Lord rested on Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. And on the 7th day, he called to Moses out of the midst of the cloud. Exodus 24:16. Now once again, after 6 days, the Son of God leads his disciples up a high mountain. What happened on Sinai was only a shadow. The reality was about to appear. The revelation of the Son. The disciples had seen Jesus hungry. They had seen him tired. They had seen him weep. But now they would see who he truly is. And he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. Matthew 17:2. This was not a new glory. This was the glory Christ possessed before creation itself. And now, O Father, glorify me together with yourself, with the glory which I had with you before the world was. John 17:5. The Creator stepped through the veil of flesh. For a moment, eternity broke into time. Then suddenly, 2 familiar figures appeared. Moses and Elijah, the greatest representative of the law, the greatest representative of the prophets. Together they stood beside Christ. And behold, Moses and Elijah appeared to them, talking with him. Matthew 17:3. The law pointed to him. The prophets pointed to him. Every sacrifice, every prophecy, every promise, all pointed to Jesus Christ. Luke reveals what they discussed, who appeared in glory and spoke of his decease, which he was about to accomplish at Jerusalem. Luke 9:31. They spoke of the cross, the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world, the very event toward which all Scripture was moving. Even in glory, heaven's focus remained the redemption of mankind. Moses once reflected God's glory, but Jesus possessed God's glory. Moses' face shone after speaking with God. Jesus' face shone because he is God, for in him dwells all the fullness of the Godhead, bodily. Colossians 2:9. The servant reflected the light. The Son is the light. The bright cloud. Then came the cloud, not a storm cloud, not a cloud of judgment, the glorious cloud of divine presence. The Shekinah glory, the same presence that filled the tabernacle, the same presence that filled Solomon's temple, the same presence that guided Israel through the wilderness. Now it descended upon the mountain. While he was still speaking, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them. Matthew 17:5. Then the voice of the Father thundered from heaven, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear him." Matthew 17:5. Hear him above Moses. Hear him above Elijah. Hear him above every prophet. Hear him above every teacher. Hear him above every voice on earth. The Father points all creation to his Son. The mountain shook with divine majesty. And when the disciples heard it, they fell on their faces and were greatly afraid. Matthew 17:6. This is the same reaction seen throughout Scripture. When Isaiah saw the Lord, he cried, "Woe is me, for I am undone." Isaiah 6:5. When Ezekiel saw God's glory, he fell on his face. When John saw the risen Christ, I fell at his feet as dead. Revelation 1:17. Such is the response when sinful man encounters divine holiness. Then came the touch of grace. But Jesus came and touched them and said, "Arise, and do not be afraid." Matthew 17:7. The one whose voice commands galaxies, the one worshipped by angels, the one clothed in unapproachable light, touched fearful men. The King revealed his glory, then revealed his mercy. The cloud lifted. Moses disappeared. The heavenly vision ended. When they had lifted up their eyes, they saw no one but Jesus only. Matthew 17:8. The law had served its purpose. The prophets had completed their mission. The shadows faded, the substance remained. For Christ is greater than Moses, greater than Elijah, greater than Sinai, greater than the temple, greater than all. And one day he will return in the same glory the disciples witnessed on that mountain. Behold, he is coming with clouds, and every eye will see him. Revelation 1:7. The King who shone on the mountain will soon shine over all creation, and every knee shall bow, and every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, the glory of the beloved Son. Matthew 17:1-8.
He entered the hidden presence of the Eternal Father,
The story is just beginning.
where no created being
New
could follow.
episodes coming soon. Subscribe and follow so you never miss an episode. Bible